Son of a bitch. Oh man. Freak sakes. Tuesday morning or afternoon. Whatever. Just got up, let the dog out. You saw what's out there. And welcome to my vlog. So I'm gonna try this thing out. This is that Moringa. The Extreme Moringa Energy XM Plus. Let's see how well this works. So apparently in 16 ounces of water, throw this thing in, add water, shit your pants. Why am I so farty? And yeah, my boss recommends using ice. So let's do this. Alright, here's hoping this stuff doesn't give me the shits that I already have. Shake it up. There's Campers. He's sitting there in the chair. Looking all fluffy. Like a little football. She's a meow face. I'm gonna pet the kitty. Look at her. She's so pretty. Who's a pretty kitty? Who's a pretty kitty? Why are you always gonna do that? Why can't you just keep your face away from it? Alright, let's get this all shooken up and then down the hatch. See how bad it tastes. Well, so far I'm halfway through this Moringa. The taste of it kind of has like this citrusy taste. Not quite like orange juice or like lemon water. It's like, it's hard to define. Definitely a citrusy taste. But I'm not feeling any extra energy from it. Like, the way that my boss mentioned it, it sounded like it was going to be like drinking a C4, you know, pre-workout shake. Where you just get right roaring ready to rip. If anything with this, it's, I don't know, I'm not really feeling it. Like, it's not like when I have a coffee in the morning and then I can get outside and go do stuff and, you know, party like a rock star. This isn't taking away the groggies. Oh, I also got 7 hours and 1 minute of sleep last night, so I don't know why I'm so tired today. Holy. You ever notice when you watch, like, the full-time YouTubers? I mean the ones who do it for, like, a living so that they can afford to put food on the table and stuff? They spend way too much time promoting their merchandise. Like, I understand this is their bread and butter, but holy crap. Like, I just finished watching Lance Stewart, and just every, like, don't forget to buy the merch. Hey guys, merch links in the description. Oh, check out this merch, it's off the hook. And it's like, come on, bud. Quit shoveling it down my throat. I want to wear your brand, I'll wear your brand. If I don't, just calm the frig down, right? But I'm still not feeling the effects of this Moringa. I got just a little bit left in the bottom here. One thing I gotta say about it is the taste is pretty refreshing. I wish I could describe it though. It's kind of like an undermixed juice. Like, you know when you can buy those like orange drinks from like Walmart or whatever, comes in the white container with the screw on top, and you're supposed to put like a lid full in a jug or or a quarter of a lid full in a cup, stir it up. Well, if you were to put like 1/16 of a lid full in a cup and stir it up, it would taste like that. Like you remember that old school, like back in kindergarten, and that they had the orange drink. Like, it wasn't actually orange juice, but it was like a citrusy drink. It kind of sort of reminds me of that, as it wants to be a citrusy beverage, but it's just not quite going all the way. And I really do enjoy it. It has a good taste. It's just the way my boss described it, I thought it was going to be like Gung Ho or Yohimbe, where when I took it in, it was just going to be like a surge of power and I'd be ready to rock. Like with Gung Ho, I would, you know, pound one of those packages and then I would just feel the energy flow through me like I was hooked up to like 240 AC. Same with Yohimbe. Yohimbe, I'd put 2-3 drops under my tongue because that wasn't a drink. That was a dropper. You're only supposed to use up to 5 drops a day. I used to do 3 drops in the morning, 2 drops in the afternoon just to keep the momentum going. And then by 9 o'clock at night, I was so crashed. Because that was the only thing I didn't like about Yohimbe, was it did have a crash effect. What was really nice about Yohimbe is what it does is it turns off your hunger hormones. kind of like what keto does basically, but way more effective. Also gives you a boatload of energy, so you're not overeating throughout the day, and you can survive on basically, I don't know, I guess it was kind of like an intro to keto back then. Basically you're surviving on your body's own nutrition versus actually going out and eating a bunch of food that you really didn't need to eat because your body's fuel tank was already full. But yeah, Yohimbe, the only other side effect that it had to it was turned me into a rage monster. Like, I was easy to upset and could easily get into a fight, and it happened one time at the Tim Hortons with this one guy who decided he was mad because I was talking to his girlfriend, because his girlfriend was asking me questions and I answered them, and he was the jealous type, and he decided to go over the table and slap me like a little bitch. So I got up and grabbed him by the throat and dragged him outside and just proceeded to throttle him, and that was not a good time. Well, for him, it wasn't a good time. For me, it wasn't too bad. I beat the shit out of him. But, yeah, the cops were called, and they came out to the Hortons, and he left. He went after I, you know, punched him a bunch of times, and he left. And I went back into the Hortons, and they're like, you know I called the cops. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'll wait for them to get here, and I'll explain what happened. And everybody else that was at the Hortons, they all saw it, and they all had my back, and they said, yeah, he was just chatting, and Buddy flipped his wig and came over the table and clapped him once, so he got up and took care of it. So it was instigated. Even one of the store reps basically said, yeah, that's, I saw him do it, and it didn't make sense why he did what he did, but, you know, at least Adam was nice enough to get him out of the Hortons, or basically out of the store, before he unloaded on him. You know, because I'm not about to trash a place just to beat a guy up. But, yeah, I didn't like that rage effect. It was great in the gym, though, let me tell you. Because when you're, like, under fire and you just want to go, you find yourself moving a lot more mass than you ever did when you're not under fire, because like you're just so angry. You're letting the rage do all the work, and my goodness, Yohimbe was great for that. But now it's outlawed in Canada, so you can't even buy it here anymore. Actually, I wonder if I have any left, because I kind of just tucked that away. If I do have any left, it's no good. Stuff has an expiry rate. I think I'm going to make a coffee too, because that piss isn't doing anything. I don't know if it's slow acting or what. But if I have any Yohimbe left, I do! Cool. This stuff. Huh, frig. Gonna focus? I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's Yohimbe bark extract. And this stuff here is now illegal in Canada. Yeah. I don't know how much is left in here. These labels make it hard to see through the bottle, but there is still some in here. I used a lot of it, but look at that price tag, eh? 40 bucks. But yeah, you just drive, like, drops under your tongue, and then the effects were within like 3-4 minutes. You would, you'd be wired. And it was like, you ever slam a Red Bull? Like, you ever just sit there and pop a Red Bull and chug it? Because the effects were like that. Or like, I used to do this thing back in the Ontario days, where I would let my coffee, my Tim Hortons, I always get an extra large 20 ouncer, and I would let it get cold enough where I could just chug it. And we called it the XL chug. Would you get out of my way, dog? We called it the XL chug. And what I would do is literally let it get down to like a decent chuggable temperature, and I would just slam that coffee. I would just one-hitter quitter. Give these guys some beverage. And it was crazy, because like, when you do the XL chug, man, you just get right roaring ripped, ready to party. I'm gonna feed the dog, because I didn't yesterday. Well, I did, just last night. I probably did during the day too, I can't remember. I checked the video last night when I edited, and there was no footage of me feeding the dog, so I don't have any recollection of doing it. So, it is what it is. He's fine. He's still stupid. Look at him. Look at him. What do you want? Freaking cat's always meowing at me now. So he's meowing, oh, you want to pet? Oh, I love me, I'm a kitty. I don't know why I'm so farty though all of a sudden. Like, go friggin' months without farting, and then in the past 2 days, like last night, I shit myself at work when the relief staff came in at 11, and I farted, and Buddy's like, what the hell is that smell? And I'm like, oh, sorry, I just farted. And he's like, no, dude, it smells like something's rotting in here. And I'm like, yeah, I farted. Like, it's disgusting, the smell that's coming out of my ass right now. And I don't know what the hell I ate to do that. So I got news that apparently there's been a bunch of power failures down in the other end of town. Schools are closed, snow. It's a snow day, people. You wanna know why it's a snow day? Because it snowed and it's daytime. Frig, man, I don't know what it is with schools nowadays. Like, they're so freaking Sally. I've never seen so many snow days like I have recently versus when I was a kid. I was a kid, it snowed, meh, whatever. Bus driver still got your kids to school. Nowadays, it's like a light sprinkle and they shut her down. Bunch of freaking Sallies, pull up. So busy playing my stupid Trail Car Boys game on my phone, I forgot that I need to fire up the truck because there's a bucket load of snow onto it, and that's gotta go. Let's get that going right now. Yeah, man, I drank my coffee, I drank that stuff, cool, and I'm still feeling groggy. And I got 7 hours of sleep, which makes no sense. I should be like right, raw, ready to rip. But instead, I'm super tired and I want a nap. Huh, maybe it's a sign. Maybe I'm pushing myself too hard. Maybe I need to take her down a notch or something. Also, I realized that the last time when I worked nights, I screwed up somewhere along the line because I'm back at a 2-day buffer. I don't know how it happened. It must have happened on the weekend when I filmed during the day and then uploaded a video and then started right away at night, got home, uploaded a video, and then I started again and uploaded a video. I think I might have done 2 videos in one day, and that kind of threw off the game. Oh yeah, and this is a 2XL shirt. I only bought those 2 1XL shirts and I like them a lot better. This here feels really roomy on me. It's kind of really loose, loosey-goosey, but whatever, 2XL, 1XL. As long as it covers the bidet, I'm happy. Yeah. So here's hoping tonight the power doesn't fail while I'm at work, because if that's the case, that means I gotta come home and work from home. I'm gonna do that on the night shift though. I'm gonna clear out the area over there where the server is and set up a spot for my laptop, just so I can not have to worry about parking at work. And also on lunch breaks, it'll be nice to be able to just go downstairs and cook something if I'm hungry, because I'll have all the food in the house. But for 2 weeks I won't even have to leave the house. That's gonna be weird. Very weird. See, and a lot of you are probably saying, like, I could have been working from home since I started after hours last June. Not the one I just passed, the one like 2017, when I went on after hours. And I did it the one weekend, the one Saturday. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try and work from home and see what that feels like. I didn't enjoy it. Like, this room, yeah, I do a lot of work in this room as far as video editing goes, you know, thumbnail editing, content creation. This room is basically the productivity room, which is probably why it looks like a bomb went off in here. But I've never actually done a job in here, as in, see, I don't consider that, and I've explained this in the past, I don't consider YouTube a job. I never will, because as I said before, it's like Etsy. It's like people who make knits or knickknacks or keychains and sell them on Etsy. It's a hobby that you're making money off of. That's what I consider this. Instead of making like a toque or a keychain, I'm making a video and I'm putting it out there. You guys are watching it and advertisers are buying into it. Same. But, you know, some people like to think it's a job, but I'm pretty sure one of the qualifications to have a job requires you to have a boss. And a YouTuber does not have a boss. Okay, you like to think some people like to think the audience is the boss because they're the ones consuming it. But if that's the case at Walmart, does that make the customer the boss? You know, if the customer wants you to start selling heroin at Walmart, are they gonna start doing it? No. The customer is the viewer, but the paycheck comes from the advertiser, because you're kind of selling your product to 2 people at one time. The consumer has to want to watch it, but the advertiser's got to want to advertise on it. So you got 2 customers basically, the advertisers and the viewers. But I have nobody really bossing me around, nobody I can go to when there's a problem. Like, you can go ahead and try and contact support at YouTube. Good luck getting anybody who cares, but you can try. Just, you won't get through to anybody unless you're like high up there and you have a guy at YouTube
that you like correspond with directly. I'm sure some of the bigger YouTubers have that. I don't, because I suck, but that's another thing. You know how I was like all gung-ho, I'm like, yeah man, we're gonna have to like freaking get 100K subs to get the play button and all. Oh Jesus, Adam, take it easy. I'm about to do a super tiptoe stretch and I lost balance. Use the roof to support, there we go. But I was all gung-ho to get the new play button and all that. And then that Swift guy there, that Jesse's old cameraman or whatever, he got one of the new ones. And you know what? They're kind of ugly. I don't like the new play buttons. They look like crap. YouTube seriously cheaped out on the new play button. They are not really that cool looking anymore. I want a classic one. You know, it's like it's nice to have dreams and hopes, like, yeah man, it'd be sweet to get a play button and blah blah blah. But now I'm thinking, they look like that? I really don't care. It's like, it looks not awesome. I don't care if I don't get one now because they're not awesome. The old ones were cool. You had that nice silver play button and it was on a nice plaque and it had your name on it. Now it's just like a piece of tin with a mirror with a play button cutout. It's like, come on, pull up. Well, I probably should have went out there today before work and blasted that driveway. I don't know how bad it's gonna be. It looks like we got a lot of snow, but I have a feeling it's all light and fluffy snow, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Good thing I put those wipers up. Gotta start making a habit of doing that because yeah, I'll be able to climb that easily. Hell, I used to do a lot less, or a lot more with a lot less. Yeah, this is not a lot of snow. It just looked worse than it actually is. Alright, let's get the snow Joe and clean this beast off, because, yeah. Oh, this guy. Driving a bike in the snow. Crazy bastard. Welcome to Canada. You gotta get places by any means necessary. Car, truck, pedal bike, whatever. Just get her did. Man, I'm leaving late today. Oh man, this plow's actually bigger than it should be. Okay, no, he's fine. Oh, he just hosed my truck down with salt. Son of a bitch. Oh no, it was sand, we're fine. Probably a salt sand mix. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper is here. Oh man. Usually when it's a snow day, it's not too busy at work, but lately it's been nuts. And what the heck? I must be waiting for the school bus. I've been waiting for a while. Those are canceled today there, Chief. Snow day. Oh, hydro decks are out. Maybe there was a power fault around here. I'm actually impressed with the lack of power failures I've been getting this year since they upgraded the perimeter at the power station by my house. Because like the one year, every weekend there'd be a power failure because a stupid deer would jump the Hey guys, it's after work. I just got home. I had to pull all the video files I had off the camera so that I could go ahead and edit them, because once again the memory card decided to fail me. So happy. I was actually kind of shocked that it recorded for a little bit in the truck, because I got to a certain part just getting down the road and all of a sudden I hear beep 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 and the camera just shuts off, and I'm like, why you do this? Now I've noticed a correlation with the camera shutting off and the camera's ass end being really hot. So now I'm pretty sure it's exactly that. This camera is getting a buffer overload, meaning it can't write fast enough to the SD card, which makes no freaking sense, because I looked at this SD card because I thought I bought a cheap one for the DSLR, and it turns out I spent a good penny on that one. And not just any penny, people. It was a damn good penny. Don't you forget it. So what's annoying is, like I said, money was spent for the SD card. It's a Kingston 633X card. I think it's Kingston. Let me check. Okay, my bad. It's a Lexar. Lexar U3. Apparently it's 95 megabytes per second read. Not sure what the write is. But I've noticed that when the back end of this camera starts getting warm, it's because it's having issues writing to the camera, or to the card. as in it's running slow. And that's usually when I get that notification in the top with the exclamation mark, which I can't find any reference to on any website anywhere. And some people have said that the problem is that the card is reaching its maximum. See, these Canon cameras, they still have that plague of recording in FAT32, because for some reason the dummies over at Canon haven't realized that FAT-EX and FAT-NTFS are the real way to go, but they're all concerned about Mac OS and FAT32 compliance, which is no longer an issue ever since, you know, back in the OS 10.6.8, when you had to install a separate plugin to Mac OS to be able to run FAT32 and NTFS. Yeah, that was an issue. Actually, FAT32 was never an issue. It was NTFS that Mac OS couldn't do. But now Mac OS can do NTFS. So Canon needs to, you know, pull up or pile and get with the rest of times. Because, you know, my old Sony camcorder, my brother's Canon camcorder, all these other camcorders, they don't sweat it. They get the job did. Why do these little point and shoots gotta suffer the friggin' FAT32 issue? I'll never freaking know. Anyway, I'm blasting a steak because I'm frickin' hungry. You guys like my little signal loss thing, right? Oh, and the video didn't... Okay, just to clarify, the video didn't actually do what it looked like it did, get all distorted and stuff. That was some VFXs that I just threw together and made it look like things, because like things broke, so I was like, well, just having it go dead with a clear image doesn't quite signify my anger. So let's have it go all 1980s tube TV on them, and maybe then they'll understand like my frustration with the whole situation, that of amalgamation on the constipation and realization. None of that made sense, just go with it. But anyway, day 2 of 5 is done. Tomorrow's day 3 of 5, then day 4 of 5, and then day 5 of 5, and then the weekend is here! I'm kind of stoked to go back to days. I know I say it every day, but guys, you know what? Getting the extra hours is gonna be nice. It's so much easier working the day shift because you can do stuff. And I like that. Scampers like literally just ran by me and did a freaking burnout. Kitten? Scampers? What are you doing? Hey weirdo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Freaking cat? Get some light on you. Look at her. He just wants some loving. She's so weird. Who's a good girl? Yes, who's a good girl? Who's your little kitten with it? She's so lovely. Oh yes, she is. Who's a good girl? Mama. Hey, mama face. Hey, mama face. So she likes it up here because the dog can't get to her, and she gets all of the pets, and she loves the pet. Oh yes, she does. She likes the head scratches so much. Oh, they're so good head scratchy. What do you say? What are you doing to my camera? Oh, did you goober on the lens? You sick little kitty. Yeah, you're gross. You're just so gross. Scampers. 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 Scampers, cat. Stay out of there. Stay out of there. You're a bad kitty. No. Oh, you're so weird. Anyway, that Moringa stuff, I noticed tonight at work, I didn't feel any effects. I was just as tired before I had it than after. So, that's what I told my boss. He's like, did you try it yet? And I was like, yeah, I tried the XM. And he's like, and I'm like, I still needed a coffee. He's like, just wait for it to kick in. And I said, well, how long does it take? And he's like, it takes about an hour. And I'm like, dude, I drank it at noon. And he went, oh. And I'm like, yeah, it's not really... Like, I wanted a little rage in the cage, not Yohimbe rage, mind you, but like I wanted to be pumped up and ready to... Because like at work, they took away our hot water cooler. That thing I got sitting over there. Oh man, I need to... Hey, what is that? I had a battery operated frother here the whole freaking time that I could have been using for making juice and I didn't even know I had one. Son of a bitch. But anyway, it's a hot chocolate maker. Who needs that? Eh? Maybe I'll re-gift it. Anybody out there need a hot chocolate maker? I don't need a hot chocolate maker. Friggin' hot chocolate. Is that what it is? Yeah. It's totally a hot chocolate maker. See, I could have used that thing for making e-juice. Like, scampers. Friggin' cat. No, I got this, like, we had one of these things at work. These water cooler guys. And they've installed these, like, spring water filtered systems all around the office so that we can basically cut our ties with the Culligan company in order to be more green and not use bottles. But who cares if we're using bottles? The Culligan guy takes them back, fills them, and then resells them to us. So whatever. I like that machine for the hot water for making my coffees because there's no kettle out. They got rid of the machine, they got rid of the water subscription and got rid of the water. Now there's no more hot water in the office. Pain in the ass. So what I have to do is I go to the spring machine, fill up my coffee cup with water, then I put my coffee cup in the microwave, nuke it for 2-3 minutes, and then add my coffee to it, and then add my creamer and my sugar. Or lately it's just been creamer, heavy creamer. And no sugar. I don't bring the stevia with me to work. I just don't care. You know, I've been off of, lately I've been using 1 pouch of stevia. I want to get down to where I don't put sugar in my coffee anymore and I just use the heavy creamer because that's what I want to get at. And the heavy creamer is nice because it gives you that extra fat. But it's just a pain in the ass now because before I could just get up out of my desk, take like 5 feet over to the water cooler, fill the cup with water, mix my coffee while I'm chatting with a client, no problem. But now I gotta like leave the office, go to the lunchroom just to bang out a coffee, and it's a pain in the dick. But it is what it is, so gotta do what you gotta do to get shit did. Any hoozle. I don't know, I don't think anything else is gonna happen tonight. I was gonna go out and blow the driveway, but oh, come off it. Now I'm getting this error. Does that mean I have like no internet down here whatsoever? Hey Google. Okay, no, I totally have network down here, so why is this thing being a piece of shit? Reconnect the network to continue to use Spotify. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, I don't know what's going on. The network's totally working. It's just Spotify's being a piece of shit. I bet you if I use my phone, I could probably cast to this TV and it would correct the problem. These Fire Sticks are kind of wonky. That and the Wi-Fi in my house is also very wonky, but it doesn't make sense. Guys, literally the router right now is sitting in the window right up there. Right up there, this is the computer room. From here up till about, I want to say here-ish. Maybe further back. Maybe, that's weird. Maybe back to about here. And then this is the bedroom. This little 9-foot area is the bedroom. And this is all the computer room. And literally my router is sitting in a window over there, just above this television. So why is this being such a pile? I don't know. And the problem is there's no way to close an app on this device that I can see. I come back out to here. And I just tried Netflix, and Netflix plays previews. Like you open up the Netflix app and Scary Movie 2. Oh look, it's playing a preview. Oh, okay. So like, okay, enough of that. So that's a thing. I don't know why Spotify is being such a dick. Who knows. Anyway, my dinner's almost cooked. So I'm gonna drive that on my place. Probably try and get to bed at a decent hour tonight and call it. So I think I'm gonna call it here, guys. Tomorrow's another day. I'll remember to format the friggin' SD card before I even start filming so that we don't get any more screw ups. But on that note, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns down below that go. And then until next time, people, keep on vlogging.